Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this month's anti-haul. I told you guys I would try and do a like monthly anti-haul. I don't want to do it necessarily at the end of the month or like at the very beginning, you know, just mid-month anti-haul, just because you guys really like these and you guys asked me to continue to do them and not stop, because I have told you guys in the past that sometimes, you know, people get their panties in a bunch too much, so I just sometimes choose not to do the anti-hauls. But with that being said, just remember, quick little disclaimer, I know some of you hate that I have to give this disclaimer, but if you like any of the products or plan on buying any of the products that I mentioned, that is totally fine. Okay, that's a disclaimer, because it's fine. Like, you might like the product and that's totally fine, and I might not like the product and that's totally fine. We don't have to like the same things, we don't have to agree on everything, and not everyone has to like every single makeup product that is coming out, because there's just too many. So let's get started with, I mean, you guys already expected this, Kylie's 21st birthday collection. Personally, if her face wasn't plastered all over the whole collection, I would think about maybe trying some of the products out. But I just don't really care for her to be plastered on the packaging of the collection. That's just me. You know, I'm not hating on her. I don't hate her, anything like that. I just really am not interested in a collection with her plastered all over it. So I'm definitely going to be skipping her 21st collection as a whole. Next is Patrick Starr times MAC fall collection. This was just revealed, I think, I don't even know if today or yesterday. But to be honest, the palettes are just, they're neutral palettes. I don't need a quad of 4 brown eyeshadows. I just don't need it. I don't want it. It's a little lackluster for me. I don't know what else to say. Like, it just, not a big fan of the whole collection as a whole. And that doesn't mean I have anything against Patrick Starr. You know, I have nothing against him. I'm not a fan of their collaboration, this one in particular. The other ones I felt were like okay and kind of cute, but this one I'm just like, it's a little boring to me. Next, the Geoffrey Starr Liquid Frost. Now, the reason I wouldn't be purchasing this is because I personally don't really like liquid highlighters like that. You know, maybe it's really pretty to put on your skin, but I don't feel like I need like a whole tube of something like that is just going to end up spoiling in my collection, because I'm not going to use it up, and that's not the type of product that you can keep for like a year, 2, 3 years. Like, we have palettes, which is different because it's a powder, but a liquid, I mean, it's gonna end up smelling funky. It's gonna end up going bad, because I'm probably going to use it once, like fully actually use it. So it's not definitely my cup of tea. Again, nothing against Geoffrey Starr, I just don't like this specific product. I mean, the colors are gorgeous colors, but it's not something that I feel like I would use. So yeah. Next, Natasha Denona palette. Now, this one is a camel palette. Again, this is a very cool tone, like neutral palette, which, first of all, I don't feel it's worth like $48 for that specific palette. I've seen the other purpley one and I actually was interested in that one. I just didn't bring myself to buy it. But this one, I just feel like I don't need another neutral palette. Like, if you're gonna buy a neutral palette like this, I mean, buy one from Colorpop. They have so many. They're way more affordable, and the quality is amazing. Now this one, I don't need it in my collection. I just really don't need it. And that's what basically goes down with these anti-hauls. If I don't need it, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna get any use out of it. There's no point in me investing my money or spending my money in these products, even if it's just for a review for you guys. Even if Now, there's products where I'm actually interested in the product and you guys are interested in me reviewing, then I'll buy the product because I'm actually interested. But a product like this where I'm not interested in it, I don't feel like spending my money in it, I don't really like it, I don't care for it, I feel like there's no need in me even attempting to buy it for a review just because it's popular and it just came out and everybody's talking about it. I feel like I'm way past that stage in my YouTube land here and my makeup land that I'm not really interested in. Like, I used to buy the collections as they were coming out, and it's so tiring, time consuming, it's a lot of money being wasted, especially if you don't use the products. I hope you guys don't take any offense to me saying that I don't want to buy a product just to review it, because if I'm not interested in the product, then why am I going to waste my money? I feel like there will be 1,000 other reviews that you guys can check out. I know you guys trust me in my opinion, but that's just where I'm at currently, and you know, I just want to spend my money wisely on stuff that I actually am interested in using, and I'm not just going to use and be like, this palette, I didn't like it, it was crap. You know, I don't really feel like I need to put myself in that position, because there will be 100,000 other girls reviewing that product. So moving on, the Sephora Pro Series, I cannot talk today, girl. The Sephora Pro Series 2 fall palettes. Now, I didn't buy the first ones. There was like a mix of bad reviews and good reviews, and I was kind of like stuck in the middle and didn't end up buying them. But these, I mean, if the formulation and all that is the same, I feel like there's still going to be a mix of people hating them and liking them. But I feel like I'm still in the middle, not going to buy them. I feel like the price is a little steep, just that it's a Sephora collection palette. But I mean, one of them caught my attention, the colors, but I already have all of those colors in my collection currently. And I have palettes coming in with all those colors as we speak. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping these unless I really like love the reviews and the swatches when they come out. Maybe I'll think about buying one of them that I was interested in. But for the most part right now, I'm just like at no, definitely no. Moving on, the Colorpop Kathleenlights Zodiac collection. Now, I love Colorpop. I've told you guys plenty of times I love Colorpop and like their makeup as a whole. I have a lot of their products, a lot of their palettes. I was personally not really interested in the Kathleenlights this last collaboration that they did, like the whole Zodiac collection. The palette for me was a little, I mean, it was interesting-ish, but first of all, I didn't like the color for my my Zodiac sign, so I think that's where it lies, in that I didn't like my color, and I'm a Pisces, so I don't know. I feel like that's the only reason. That's one of the only reasons why I didn't want to buy this palette. But the other colors also didn't really catch my attention as much. I was more focused on my color, and I would have bought it if it was a color that I liked, but it wasn't. So yeah. Next, the TwoFace Throwback Metallic Sparkle Lipsticks. I guess they did like a throwback on their 1998 lipsticks, and they added sparkle to them and all this blah blah blah. You guys know I am not a fan of any metallic sparkly lipsticks, let alone tube lipsticks. This, not my cup of tea, honestly. I will definitely be skipping all of the colors above, all of them, because it's just not what I'm into. Next, Fenty Diamond Ball Out Kilowatt highlighter thing. I get what it's for, and I get that it's like limited edition and yada yada yada. It's just not a color that I would want to buy just to collect in my collection. I didn't buy the first one because it wasn't something I was gonna wear. I'm not gonna buy this one because it's not something I'm going to wear. And it's silver. It's literally like a silver highlight. I mean, Rihanna can pull it off, and that's fine and good, but I am not going to be walking around looking like the Tin Man, like literally the Tin Man with that highlight. It's just a no. And I'm also not going to buy it just for it to collect dust in my drawers. So yes. Next, Urban Decay Lo-Fi Lip Mousse. I feel like these are kind of the same thing. Like they really push these out to be like the next best thing because everybody's doing like liquid lipsticks or metallic liquid lipsticks, and I feel like they wanted to like pop out something unique. I will say it is unique, but it's not something that I feel like a lot of people will be grabbing towards, especially because like if you want a little wash, you have to apply it with your finger. You have to make sure you don't lose that little sponge tip brush thing, and I just am not a fan of anything like that. The colors, some of the colors are really beautiful, but I wish that was like a liquid lipstick. That's what I would buy. If that color was a liquid lipstick, definitely buy it. But as in that lip mousse thing, no, I'm definitely skipping it.
Last but certainly, I can't say certainly. Last but certainly, I can't say certainly.
Last but certainly not least, Cuta Beauty Demi Matte Lip Products thingamabobs. New lip products that are coming out. I'm not a big fan of these. They're like kind of like a gloss matte format that, in a sense, that's kind of like, it's not going to dry matte unless you pat it down with like a napkin or something so it could be matte. I'm not about that life. I'm not about to be doing all that extraness. I don't need that if I'm obsessed with liquid lipsticks and I want a liquid lipstick that's going to go on, dry matte, and we're done. I don't need to do none of that extra. Let's pat it so that it can be matte and it's not transfer proof. You know, just not a fan of those. And yes, there are some Huda Beauty products that I'm not interested in, just so you guys can know. Here's one of them. So yeah, that's basically it for this anti-haul. Let me know what you thought of this month's list. Which are the products that you're interested in buying? Which are the ones that you're not interested in buying? Do you think this whole list is something you're not interested in buying? Sound off in the comments as always. I appreciate all your support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!